The moment Thunder Alley erupted as the Tampa Bay Lightning are 3 games away, everybody, from getting to another Stanley Cup championship. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now, our Road to the Cup coverage. Let's show you again that moment that the Tampa Bay Lightning found out that they were winners in game number 1. Let's listen in. Again, JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now. What a game 1 in the Stanley Cup Final. You watched it on NBC Sports Network or on Peacock. The Lightning defending home ice here at Amalie Arena, and what a great crowd outside here in Thunder Alley. Young fans, old fans, fans who have been cheering on the Lightning for many, many years. What a game 1. I think that we can all agree that it was a great game for the Tampa Bay Lightning, winning 5-1 here. We've activated our Facebook Live poll to ask you, who is the player of the game? Really curious to hear what you guys have to say. Another brilliant performance by our goaltender, Andrei Vasilevskiy. And as we continue to look here at the poll results, great game from Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov. How about the rest of the defense there, helping block shots? That incredible moment by Alex Killorn there to dive and after giving up his stick to Victor Hedman. Just an outstanding defensive performance. Let's go here live, everybody, to outside Amalie Arena, show you some of the fans here. They are now exiting Amalie Arena, and look at that. Having a great time here. What a game it was for the Tampa Bay Lightning, as they are now 3 wins away from hoisting the Stanley Cup for the 2nd consecutive season. The Montreal Canadiens, their first Stanley Cup Final appearance in 28 years. The Lightning, of course, returning to their 2nd straight Stanley Cup Finals appearance. And while most experts and analysts will tell you that the Lightning were the favorite in this game, there are certainly fans that we had on our pregame stream that said that the Canadiens were not going to go quietly. Well, they almost went quietly, with the exception of, well, there you see some Canadian fans screaming there. Really, with the exception of that one deflection goal, really there were 2 goals that were wild deflections in this game, including the one that got past Andrei Vasilevskiy. As we see here, the fans now coming out of Amalie Arena as they watch the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really thoroughly a dominating performance in game 1. And it was a physical, chippy game. A lot of fighting there towards the end of the game itself. Let's get to some of the comments that are coming in here, everybody, in the Facebook Live comment section. You can use hashtag HeyJB. You can use hashtag GoBolts, and we'll start to throw up some of the comments here in the Facebook Live comment section. Let's start here with Carl Moulton, feeling Bolts in 5. Thanks for joining us, Carl. How about Roseanne here joining us? Hashtag HeyJB. They were faster and stayed consistent throughout. I would agree. The Lightning certainly looked really sharp in this game 1. As you see, look at Thunder Alley. Let's put away Roseanne's comment here and just take a look. This is the place to be if you're cheering on the Tampa Bay Lightning here tonight. Some fans from inside the arena coming out now, pouring out here into Thunder Alley. Let's just listen in for a second. There's certainly been a lot of partying here in Tampa of late, or as they call it, Champa Bay. Of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are defending Super Bowl champions, winning the for the first time in NFL history, a team winning the Super Bowl at home. The Tampa Bay Lightning winning in the bubble last year amid the pandemic. The Lightning 3 wins away from winning again and proving that last season was anything but a fluke. And how electric it is for the fans here at Amalie Arena to be able to see a Stanley Cup Final playoff game. Unable to do so last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Lightning forced to play Dallas in the bubble. As you see here, fans smiling ear to ear as they exit Amalie Arena. Couple of Canadiens fans in there hoping for a better result or at least something that they could build off of in this game. But quite frankly, it was a thoroughly dominating performance here, everybody, by your hometown Tampa Bay Lightning. Get to some of the comments that I see coming in here in the Facebook Live comment section. Let's get to this comment. I'm just adding some to the queue here. Okay, let's pour through these. BB&T, hashtag HeyJB. The Bolts are the best team. Thanks for joining us. Hashtag HeyJB from Stacy Kramer. Hashtag HeyJB. Hack and whack tonight. Oh, yeah. There was some chippy hockey, to say the least. Christopher Cole, hashtag HeyJB. They've got to come out with the same intensity for Game 2. I think, to say the least, yeah, this was the moment, by the way, that the Lightning, that was the final horn sounding there. Let's go, there you go, live there outside Amalie Arena. Mitch Farmer, hashtag Go Bolts, and he's got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers profile picture. Hey there, Mitch, thanks for joining us. William Young, who we had on our pregame stream, hashtag Go Bolts here in the Facebook Live comment section. Daniel Rivera, hashtag AJB. Yes, we won Game 1, but Montreal is very dangerous and very resilient, and they will come out with more fight in Game 2. They've done so throughout this run. We know we will be in a fight on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, Game 2. All games, with the exception of Game 7, if necessary, of course, will be at 8 o'clock. Of course, that Game 2 being, again, as Daniel noted, on Wednesday night. Let's get to a preliminary, just sneak peek here at our Facebook Live poll results here. Who's your player of the game? And right now, Nikita Kucherov taking the early lead here in our poll. Let us know why you think Nikita Kucherov or Andrei Vasilevsky or any of the players here on your screen are your player of the game. Let's get to this comment here from a friendly face, to say the least, as soon as we can put away our poll results here. In just a second. There we go. Everyone knows Max Defender 8 meteorologist Ian Oliver. He was all over our coverage. He was there at Amalie Arena before the game, and meant to be after the storm stayed south of Amalie here. Yeah. Ian Oliver, of course, contributing to the forecast efforts for tonight. Of course, we did have showers in the forecast there. And Ian, spot on as always. Thanks, Ian, for joining us. Let's see here. Rich Nation, hashtag JB. Every minute counts. Can't let down. It was all about the intensity. Yeah, certainly this was not one of those games where there were moments or lapses in concentration for the Bolts. And we have seen that, and that's only natural for a hockey team that has played as much hockey as they have over the last 2 seasons. These are 2 deep runs back-to-back for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and you'll have moments where concentration will just not be there, and collective hockey just doesn't seem to be coming together. It was not the case tonight. Really, for 60 minutes, we saw the best of the Tampa Bay Lightning on both ends of the ice, and I thought it was a thoroughly dominating performance by the Lightning. The Canadiens have to go back to the drawing board, but as some of our commenters are noted, they didn't get here by accident. And while they were underdogs to Toronto and they were underdogs to Vegas, this is a very talented Canadiens team. They have some really young talent. I think we all saw that tonight. Some of the players really young on the Canadiens, but also some wily veterans here on this team too, that provide them with that balance, and they have not got here by accident. Hey, Carissa, thanks for joining us. Hashtag HeyJB. Let's go Bolts. They're going to get the Stanley Cup again. I can feel it. Yeah, feel it 3 wins away from another Stanley Cup here, folks. It's been an incredible. We should all be very, very grateful to this organization and to this team, because it's been just so humbling and so wonderful to see this team provide us with such joy, especially during the pandemic and now as we're starting to return to normalcy here. Leanne, hashtag HeyJB. Hey, it's Leanne from New Jersey, predicting a high-voltage lightning blast on the Habs. They're going to be shocked they lost in 5 games, maybe 4. Baz has upped his game along with the whole Lightning team. Yeah, and I wanted to say, Leanne, and to our audience, I really wanted to say that it was going to be the Lightning in 5. But then on our pregame stream, of course, we had Karen Loftus and Justin Checker. They both said Bolts in 5. I couldn't just all 3 of us predict Bolts in 5. So I went and I went for the sweep. And based on the hockey we saw tonight, doesn't look like too bad of a prediction. The Lightning, without question, the better team on the ice tonight. Oh, man. All right, so we've got some great comments that have just come in here. And again, hashtag HeyJB if you'd like to be featured. That's the only way we can feature commenters here on WFLA Now. Andrea, need to be in the mix. Why are you not there? Yeah, or Andrea or Andrea. So I will explain this story to you. We had an area at Emily Arena. I was supposed to be right where this camera is, right next to the stairs there for our fan cam experience on WFLA Now at Emily Arena. But when we got there today, it was unfortunate, but they told us the Lightning and the NHL really did not expect so many Canadian TV stations to request areas around the arena that they could go live from. So, of course, WFLA, we had 2 broadcast locations for television and on WFLA Now on mobile devices. And so because we had 2, we had to be plain ice and give it up to some of the Canadian TV stations that flew all this way down to sunny Central Florida. So here we are back here at WFLA. But thank you. I really was hoping to be there with the fans tonight. Fans like this one with the blue beard. The Lightning fans are fantastic. Hashtag HeyJB, hashtag GoBolts from Robert Gardner. Lightning were on fire tonight. Got to keep the same fire in game 2. And listen, Robert's right spot on here. And I'm just queuing up a couple of other comments that I'm just seeing come in here in the last couple of seconds. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. But I'm seeing a lot of comments point to this very, very good point that the Lightning, they need to win both games on home ice. If you're going to Montreal, you're going to hostile territory, you want to win both your games on home ice. 5-1 means nothing if you lose at home on home ice in game 2 in a 1-0 performance. So it's about protecting home ice. It's about winning both of these games so that you have a better chance, of course, to either continue winning in Montreal or to just continue winning on home ice on your way to winning a Stanley Cup. Robert, thanks a lot. Jim Sharp, hashtag JB, it's going to be a physical series. It usually takes a couple of games for this sort of brutality on the ice. And we were all here in the newsroom, and we were not expecting that. We were not expecting these 2 teams to go at each other, especially in that third period. Gallagher with that gash to his head. Everybody saw that with the blood profusely coming out of the it looked like he got cut there on the hairline. A rough start to the series for Gallagher. He seemed to be in every scuffle over the course of the night. If there was somebody getting into a fight along the boards, or it was usually Gallagher. He got thrown into the net at one point. Everett Estrada, hashtag HeyJB. Hey, Boat Parade 2021 in Tampa Bay. Hashtag GoBolts. Hashtag Lightning in 5. We were talking about this on the pregame. Do we want another boat parade or do we want a normal parade? Oh, we can't do that yet. We cannot just play pretend. I have a pretend sound effect button there. We cannot play pretend. We need to get a little bit closer. It's only one game, but hopefully we can have parade talk in a few more, with a few more Lightning wins here. Linda Patterson, hashtag Bolts. Keep this momentum going. Carol Alford, a regular here on WFLA Now. Hashtag HJB, go Bolts. I'm super happy for the Bolts, but please keep faith for all the victims of Surfside. 11 deceased, 150 missing. Let's go Bolts. We have kept a very, very close eye here at WFLA Now on what's going on with the condo collapse in South Florida. Our hearts and prayers go out to all of those families that not just have lost loved ones, but still haven't found out if their loved ones are in the rubble. And it's been extremely trying. So we are, believe me, as much as this has been, a joy, such as seeing, of course, the buildings here in Tampa Bay light up, supporting the Lightning here. We're also very, very mindful of what's going on in South Florida. Mitchell Weiss, hashtag HJB, fact check, is 150 hits or more the record for a first game of a Stanley Cup. Wow, we need to go way back in the archives here. Stanley Cup hockey has been played for many a years, and but man, 150 hits and some brutal hits along the boards there. Really chippy hockey. No one could have foreseen the amount of hits that we were going to have tonight. It usually, maybe by the third period, there's a lot of pushing and shoving and players going down to the ice, and but it was bad. You would have thought that these two teams were in the same division all season long, and they had bad blood. But they don't play in the same division. They don't even play in the same conference. Even though I'm still getting caught up on the divisions and the restructure of the NHL, but they're not even in the same country. All right, a couple more comments here out of the Facebook Live comment section. Yeah, I agree with you, Christopher. We'll get to your comment here in just a second. All right, let's get to Christopher Cole. Hashtag KJB. Vazzy didn't face many shots, but he made some key saves. Yes, he did. What was the shot count for the Canadiens? Let's get a final shot count here for you. It was, I think it was 20 shots. No, 19. Not even 20. 19 shots on goal for the Canadiens. A relatively light night for Andrei Vasilevsky, but 19 shots can still produce 19 goals. So, Andrei Vasilevsky making some key saves in some key moments, as Christopher noted here, and there's no chance that shot count remains the same in game two. You know there's going to be a higher volume of pucks being directed towards the net if you're the Canadiens. If they look at improvements that they can make in game two, that's probably one of them. Get the puck on Vasilevsky more, because really it's going to take a high volume. I mean, we saw it tonight. The one goal that beat Vasilevsky was off of a bizarre ping pong deflection. It bounced off two players, including McDonough there at the end, going into the net. So it's going to take more of that sort of throwing the puck at the net, just because we've seen the Lightning play so collectively defensively to help out. Again, probably the best goaltender in hockey. Thanks a lot for your comment, Christopher. Jose, hashtag AJB. Those referees were horrible. They had their hands full. You know who's got their hands full? The guy who's dancing with his girl tonight. You saw that? Look. Party in Thunder Alley. That's not Steven Stamkos. But I'm sure Steven Stamkos is dancing like this fan wearing a Steven Stamkos jersey, because it's been a good night for Stamkos, Kucherov, Point, Gord, Coleman, Hedman, Turnak, Vasilevsky, the entire Tampa Bay Lightning team. I'm sure that head coach John Cooper really liked what he saw tonight, because again, as we noted earlier, there's usually some stretch of the hockey game where you're thinking, ooh, that 5 or so minutes, 10 or so minutes, that's really that could really come back to haunt us later in the series, because maybe the Canadiens found something. They found something there in that one stretch of hockey that makes us think, wow, this could be a long series. But there really wasn't that many moments like that tonight, if any, where prolonged moments where you thought to yourself, this is going to be a long series. It was just a very, very, very complete performance for the Lightning in game number 1. BB&T, #KJB, we say it is the best team. And yeah, they were clearly the best team on the ice tonight. Joy Matthews, #KJB. Boat Parade, great start to keeping the cup in Tampa Bay. Love the comments that are coming in. One last time, we can anoint our player of the game, and it is number 86, Nikita Kucherov. Playing through injury, targeted all the time, is Nikita Kucherov. He took a slash there in the third period that the referees didn't call. I think we just had a comment from, who was that? A comment from Jose saying, yeah, the referees were awful. They missed the Nikita Kucherov slashing call there at the end. But, I mean, at that point, the game was pretty much put away. But Nikita Kucherov on the ice tonight for a total of just under 19 minutes, notching 2 goals overall, including that bizarre, I believe he had the bizarre deflection goal. He had an assist tonight as well. On the plus minus, he was at a solid 3. What you like to see from likely the best winger in the world, or arguably the best winger in the world. Justin Checker calling for that Pat Maroon goal, just because he's right underneath Kucherov here on the roster. Still looking for that Pat Maroon goal. It's still not happening. Justin Checker, if he's watching tonight, he's thinking, man, I got to be right eventually. But that is your player of the game here on Road to the Cup. Nikita Kucherov with 52% of the vote. Andrei Vasilevsky trailing. But what a performance by him. I mean, if he had pitched a shutout and that weird deflected goal did not go in, sneak in behind him, this very easily could have been Andrei Vasilevsky earning more than 50% of the vote. But it's Nikita Kucherov, your Road to the Cup player of the game. Folks, it's been great being here with you. One last time here from Amalie Arena, Thunder Alley. The fans don't want to go home. They do not want to go home. The Tampa Bay Lightning defeating the Montreal Canadiens in Game 1. They are 3 wins away from hoisting the Stanley Cup for the 2nd consecutive year. And this year they would do so maybe if it's in Games 5 or 7, they would do so on their home ice and really send this place into a state of pandemonium. Stamkos, Kucherov, they go home happy. The fans go home happy. Lightning take Game 1 over the Canadiens. As a reminder, all of your coverage on WFLA.com. Big thanks to our sponsors on Road to the Cup. See them there in the bottom right-hand portion of your screen. Reeves, Tampa General Hospital, and Gulf Coast Honda. Again, as a reminder, WFLA.com, the WFLA app, your home for all of your Tampa Bay Lightning playoff coverage. I'm JB Buno. Game 2, Wednesday night.